Shana Tova. What is the prayer all about? Why are we praying from a prayer book? Why not a prayer that comes from the heart, a spontaneous, genuine prayer? Our Haftarah is dealing with all these questions. And our Haftarah, that was just chanted so beautifully, is offering a much wider approach than we're used to. The Haftarah tells the story of Hannah, who cannot have children, and her journey to have a child. The story begins with a ritual that happens every year. Elkanah, the husband of Hannah, is married to two women, Pnina and Hannah. And every year, Elkanah takes his two wives, Hannah and Pnina, and the children of Pnina, and they make a pilgrimage to the sanctuary in Shiloh. And every year, as they're having their festive dinner, Pnina insults Hannah and mocks her as she reminds her that she cannot have children. Every year, the same ritual, the same pilgrimage, the same festive dinner, and the same insult and mockery. And one year, this routine is broken. Hannah cannot take the offense anymore. She bursts into tears. Elkanah, her husband, tries to comfort her unsuccessfully, and she turns to the house of Adonai our God in the sanctuary in Shiloh. She goes from the private sphere, from her family, to the sacred public sphere. And what does she do in the sanctuary? She prays, she cries, she even has business with Adonai. She offers Adonai our God to give God her child if she will only merit to have a child, to become a mother. She turns directly to Adonai, a genuine, truthful, bitter, angry request. She bargains with Adonai. She begs to Adonai. She demands Adonai. She argues with Adonai. And this multi-layer, powerful prayer is fruitful, the fruit of the womb. And the Haftarah describes in detail the way that Hannah prays. Hannah was praying in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice could not be heard. So there is a tension there between something that is so private, something that comes really from deep down the heart of Hannah, and the place that Hannah chose to pray, which is so public. So why does Hannah go to the public house of Adonai? Why not pray in her own room? Why not in the open field? It seems that Hannah needs more than being away from her family and from her private place. She needs to go into the public sacred space, to the religious center of her people, in order to find the courage and the power to bring her prayer to God. Maybe she believes that God only dwells at the temple and only there God will listen to her. Maybe even though her prayer is so private and intimate, she needs a sacred space that everyone agrees on that is the holy place of God. Maybe she even needs the professional religious leader, Eli the priest, to listen to her prayer. Whatever her needs are, this story shows and teaches us why we need a house to gather in order to pray. Even if we bring our own most private desires, yearnings, wishes, and prayers before God, we need apparently to do it in a public, sacred place. We need to be part of a praying community with all the powers that brings to it. And that tension that we see in the Haftarah is in so many of our prayers, especially during the high holidays. Hannah goes to the public sphere, but her prayer is totally private and spontaneous and authentic. The direction of the story is from the private to the public. If you wish, we can say it's from the heart to the prayer book. And the rabbis are going to make Hannah into the paradigm of what a real prayer is all about. The rabbis are going to say to us that we should learn from Hannah how to pray, what is a truthful and a genuine prayer. They're trying to reenact that emotional turmoil that Hannah has been through and put it into the format of the prayer book, a prayer that is not spontaneous, that is not intimate, that is not private, a prayer according to a set of rules. And the rabbis are going to say to us, and Hannah spoke in her heart, one who prays must focus their heart. Only her lips moved. One who prays must enunciate the words with their lips, and her voice could not be heard. One is forbidden to raise their voice. This is a courageous attempt of the rabbis to take that unique one-time private prayer and to make it into the practice of all of us every day and every year. So the story is actually about an extremely courageous woman that insisted to enter the sacred and to pour her entire heart before God that created all the laws that we pray according to till today. During these high holidays, let us pray that our prayers will have the same impact and the same power and the same truthfulness as Hannah did. And yet, as we ask for private wishes, we should remember to always connect ourselves to our community and to the public sphere, just like Hannah did. A prayer of a woman that knew how to stand on her own, that was never untruthful to her most inner truth. May we all merit to be like her. May it be God's will that all our prayers will be answered. Shana Tova.